Or I don't want people to think that you're lazy. People keep coming to me saying that you're lazy. I don't want that to keep happening. So what can I do to help you? Like, let's,
Right.
you know.
Right. Yeah. You've talked openly about mental health. How have you protected your peace and purpose as you rose in leadership?
Yeah, so I mentioned before that I have ADHD. I'm also diagnosed with dyslexia, anxiety, and PTSD. So protecting my peace is not optional. It is absolutely and utterly essential. I don't know how many times you've had this conversation, but I can tell you how many times I've had this conversation where somebody's come to me and they're like, so and so is so annoying and they're so lazy and they never do what I ask them to do and they're always late. And I'm like, do they know that this is frustrating for you? Well, no, but this is, and I'm like, have the conversation.
Right.
Lean into the uncomfortable. Your uncomfortable is causing them to continue to do the things that are making you uncomfortable and unhappy. And then because you're not having those conversations, because you're being nice, everybody is watching this happen and you're creating that culture,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I agree. And just another thing is just being curious.
Yeah.
And what I do is I first lean in and ask what's going on. Ask, like you said, if they even know what they're doing. Ask what's going on outside of work.
Yeah.
Genuinely have humility.
Yeah.
And I found that to be the most effective leadership style as well, because me personally, I am curious about what goes on, not just in hospital, but out, because that does affect your work.
Yeah, and not everybody's going to want to talk about their personal life, right? And so I think that's also important as leaders to set that stage, and that also builds trust, right? To say, "Hey, listen, if you don't want to talk about what's going on, that's totally fine, but is there something that I can do to help you in this situation here because what is happening here is affecting this place, right? You coming in 15 minutes late every day is negatively impacting in this way. So how can we fix that, right? Whatever, I'm using lateness as an example, but whatever the situation may be, right? And how can I help you? Is there something that I can do to help you so that we can change